Hey y'all, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing a couple of the things that I have been loving lately. These are things that I find myself gravitating towards the most, that I've been wearing the most, that I've just been kind of obsessed with in these last few months. So if you'd like to see what's been on my favorites list lately, then just continue watching. Hello everyone, my name is Seyi and this is the Daily Shade. On this channel, I share fashion styling videos, fashion hauls, along with some life and beauty tips. So if any of that is right up your alley, then please feel free to subscribe. And as always, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in and being a real one. All right, I think the best way to start this off will be to just get the beauty out the way and then we can get into the fashion things, right? Yeah. First beauty thing I want to talk about would be this Miss Dior perfume. I'm late to the game. And I understand that and I respect that because, yeah, I should have been put on earlier. This is a wonderfully, feminine scent. The best way I can describe it is just extremely feminine. If you have this perfume, you already know. Funny thing about the scent, on first smell, when I first smelled it, I was just like, I'm not sure if I like it. But it was on a tester, and that tester was in my bag. And then one day I was opening up my bag, and I was like, wow, my bag smells so good. I was like, what is that? It was a tester. And then I left it on my makeup desk, and every time I would come into my room, it smelled so good. And I was just like, what is that? It was a perfume. So I finally decided to get this size, and I've used it quite frequently, and literally, I mean, it barely has changed. So I feel like this is fine for me, but yes, I will put the scent notes on the screen for you, but it's very much like a true floral with a small hint of a cottony type of scent. It feels very cozy, but very much a true floral scent. So if you're not a floral girl, you might not like this one. But if you are a floral girl, I consider myself a warm floral plus spicy. That's my preferred scent. This is kind of giving me warm floral as well. So would highly recommend. This one has been a favorite lately. Next, we have some makeup, and this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Excuse me. Party all night, stay all day. Yep, she's right. Yep. Miss Charlotte did exactly what she had to do with this spray because she is that girl. But this one was a really good one. Sets the makeup very nicely. I love it as both a setting spray and a finishing spray. But, there are different options out there. Apparently there's a difference between setting spray and finishing spray. I learned that on TikTok. But I like to use this for, both. I think that it does the job. But yeah, this one is a really good option. And the thing about this one is that it actually, once you spray it on your face, it actually kind of feels a little tacky, which I think is what makes it stay put. It makes everything stay put because it is kind of tacky. So it's almost like it's binding to the makeup and it's causing the makeup to not move. So I would say that this is a pretty good investment. Yeah, no melting, no fading, no creasing. Another one in makeup has been this Pat McGrath blush. First of all, I didn't realize Pat McGrath even came out with blush, and I don't know why I didn't realize that because she literally makes one of my favorite concealers. So I should have known that she would give us a blush. But yes, it's this blush, and the shade I have is the Paradise Venus. This shade right here. It's a very pretty terracotta shade. And the thing about terracotta shades is that I personally believe that they look great on deep dark skin tones. They just pop. This is a beautiful, beautiful orange-like shade. I mean, I love a nice little deep red or a nice little pinky shade, but I gotta say terracotta really just is that girl for me as well. And I would say terracotta is probably number one on the list, followed closely by a deep berry. But yeah, this is such a pretty shade. It's extremely pigmented. Very, very pigmented. A little goes a long way, but we like to be extra right here, so we put a lot just to do even more. All right, next in makeup, we have these NYX butter glosses and the matte lip creams. Now, the matte lip creams, I am not a newbie to. I've been using the Abu Dhabi matte lip cream literally for years now. But lately, I've been using their butter glosses, and y'all, these things are bomb. I've been consistently using this butter gloss in Lava Cake as a somewhat brown lip liner for my glossy lip days, and then topping that with this shade in Sugar High for sort of that ombre effect. And honestly, love these two together. But even when I mix it with the Abu Dhabi that I've been using, and then lately I've also been using the matte lip cream in Berlin, a vibe. If you're a nude lip combo type of girl, You're gonna love these. I think that these do a really good job. When I'm doing more everyday looks, I reach for these lip products because they do exactly what they're supposed to do. And then lastly, in the beauty category, we have this Tatcha Indigo Overnight Cream. I raved about this over on my TikTok because she really is that girl. So I first got my hands on this because my friend Yvette, she got like a couple of these or 2 of these from the brand, and so she let me have one. Thanks, girl. And then I used it and was obsessed with it, and I was like, well, I gotta buy it again. But let me tell you about this moisturizer. Hydrating. During the winter, I was dealing with a little bit of eczema. Pretty much. I was dealing with some eczema, and this was one of the moisturizers that was really helping like keep my skin extremely hydrated and kind of like a barrier against the forces, especially in the nighttime. Just, you know, I was in Toronto visiting family, and so the weather out there is very cold, and I think it was making my eczema flare up a little bit, which I didn't realize I really had eczema, but it was a surprise to me. So this was definitely a game changer then, but even now, I mean, I like it. This is a moisturizer that I like to use like year round, to be real, because I'm using it right now and it's still that girl to me, extremely moisturizing. And it's so interesting because as you apply it on your face, it almost starts to melt into the skin. And you know, sometimes there's like moisturizing when you apply them, it feels like you really gotta like work it in there in order for it to kind of feel like it's getting sucked into your skin. I kid you not, when you start applying this and rubbing it into your face, it almost like it starts to like melt. I don't know how else to describe it, but I can kind of feel my hand slipping a little easier, which then makes me feel like it's just getting sucked into my skin faster. I don't know what the science is behind it. Hands down, it's definitely worth the investment. It is a splurge because this one was around like $88, which is a pretty penny. I know that. And now we move on to the clothes. First up, we have these name earrings, and I have been loving these. They are from the brand The M Jewelers, and I bought these, I believe early January or like right at the end of December. These just have my name on it. Seyi, there you go. She's cute. I don't know which way it would like show differently for y'all, like that maybe. Anyway, I bought these, love them. I wear them pretty frequently because I always wear my hair down. It's not something that you'll always see, but when I go back to my ponytail days, then you know, you'll definitely be able to see it. But I love these earrings. They're very simple. I mean, it's literally just a hoop earring with the name through the middle, but I do like that it's a hoop because I do prefer wearing hoop earrings. That's just my earring of choice. Whether it's a small hoop, a big hoop, I like to wear a hoop. But yeah, the name in the middle, I just feel like is reminiscent of, you know, my high school days when I used to have name belts and things like that. Things with your name on it all over the place. So this is giving me a little bit of nostalgia, but just like an upgraded, mature version, you know? Next on the list, we have this Coach outlet bag. So I bought this bag. Well, I got this bag from the Coach outlet. I guess I technically didn't buy it because I went to an event and we were gifted a gift card to spend at the outlet. So I ended up buying this bag, and this is such a vintage style bag to me. Because, I mean, it's denim. Like, it's a denim bag, and, you know, it's just giving me very early 2000s vibes. Like, it's definitely a vibe. I'll put a picture here of me wearing it. But, yeah, I feel like it's just one of those bags that I find myself actually grabbing and going when I'm kind of wanting that vibe. But even, like, if I'm dressed down casually, like, I can just quickly grab it just because of this style of handle. And I love it because it fits, like, around my... what do you call this, arm? Wow, now me could be confused on what the name of this part of my body is. It's an arm. I can easily put it on my arm. It can be on the shoulder. It can work as a shoulder bag. It can work as like, you know, a top handle. I like the versatility of this bag. But yeah, this Coach bag, Coach, y'all already know, Coach has my heart. Another item I've been loving that I find myself wearing pretty often is this Zara corset top. Now I know, it's like, Zara? But yeah, this corset top in particular has been one that I have found to be so flattering on me, and I think that's why I like wearing it, because I feel like I can dress it up or down. It can be dressed up in a way where it's perfect for like a date night, or like, you know, out with the girls, or out like to dinner with friends, or it could be dressed down with like, you know, a pair of jeans and even some sneakers, and, you know, throw it on a blazer on top of it and call it a day. But it's just one of those items that fit really nicely on me, and I just like the way it makes me feel. I don't know how else to put it, but it just makes me feel like, you know, a baddie woman. It just makes me feel really good. And then next up, we have the local European cargo pants. I have wanted these cargo pants for a minute, and they have been consistently out of stock. And so finally one day, I had signed up for notifications, but I wasn't notified. And then my friend, again, Yvette, had told me those cargos are back in stock. And I was like, say less. Ended up buying them. Love them so much. They're a recent purchase, but they're already a favorite purchase. Literally, I mean, I see myself wearing them very often. I've already worn them like 3 times, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon because they are just that good. I love the fit of them. I love how they fall on the waist. They're somewhat more of like a mid to low rise type of pant, which I personally have been loving. I have personally been loving mid to low rise pants, y'all. And I think it's because I have a shorter torso. And so this allows my torso to have her moment. And because my legs are also long, my legs are not going anywhere. So they're still going to have their moment. But I'm not getting away from high-waisted. But I have found a newfound appreciation for, you know, a mid to low-rise pant. I have. And then finally, this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody what this last item will be, because I've talked about these particular items in the past on this channel pretty frequently, and I state that they're just one of my favorite accessories. Another pair of Fendi sunglasses. So when I bought my Fendi baguette, I originally had bought another like Fendi bag, but then at the like last minute, I had kind of changed my mind. Not kind of, I changed my mind full circle. And the bag was already purchased. So with Fendi, you do not get refunds. You just have to get like, you know, store credit. So the nano or the baguette that I ended up getting was cheaper than the other bag that I got. So I had store credit left over. And I recently went down to Rodeo to, you know, see if I can spend the rest of the store credit. And I ended up buying these glasses and actually another item, a ring that I found myself not wearing at all. So I ended up giving the ring to my sister, which she really appreciated. So, you know, I guess it was a late birthday gift, I should say. But these glasses, yes, these were definitely the favorite purchase. I mean, they have such a 70s vibe. The tint, like this kind of yellowish orange tint, just the square shape. And then the detailing on the side, that's what I like about Fendi glasses. The detailing is really nice. Just a small little monogram Fendi. Like my other Fendi sunglasses, it's kind of like the full rim is monogrammed. But I do love that this is like a very thin rim. They're not gradient or anything. They're just like one, you know, flat color, which I also do like. And I think they look really good on my face just because I have more of a sort of like square, round face. My face is sort of square and round, I would say. I have a wider jaw just a little bit. So these sort of balance out my face very nicely. And I've worn them a couple of different times already. And I mean, I would say even with them on right now, they do have like, because they're like this sort of orangey yellow tint, they do dim out, you know, some of the light. So like I have like my ring light in front of me and like 2 softbox light, and it is dimming out the light. So it looks like much more muted in here, which I do appreciate. Will it necessarily block out the sun? No, I don't think so, but that's not really why I bought it. I bought it for the vibes. But yes, that rounds out my 10 favorite things as of late. Things I've just been gravitating to, grabbing, wearing, putting on my face, putting on at nighttime, just loving lately. So I appreciate y'all so much for watching this video. And as always, I'll catch y'all in my next one. Until next time, bye.